what in art, Ben, I think you'll know the answer, represents knowledge? Like the way knowledge moves.
Oh, are you just going to say fractals?
No. Snakes.
The fuck?
Yeah. Going back to, the snake gave Adam the apple, the fruit of knowledge, and Egypt. Snakes seem to represent knowledge.
Hermes is a staff of, you know what I'm talking about.
Staff. It's literally on the Who's.
Well, yeah, because it's a symbol of medicine. Yeah. Hermes was the god of medicine.
Okay, what is that? What does a snake do? Especially when you have a staff. Let's say this staff represents like happy medium, homeostasis type of deal, and it's symmetrical. The snake slithers in a symmetrical pattern. So it's like, so like, let's say left and right is good and evil, right? Integration of good and evil. You move into good or evil or order and chaos, and it symmetrically happens in this pattern that creates growth upwards, homeostasis.
I just thought about something that connects with that.
Another representation is like a Newton's cradle.
The one with the Newton's cradle slithering.
Yeah, so like, gravity causes it to move back and forth.
You're gonna have to show these pictures
from two types of extremes, and then it goes into those, and then is reborn in the center.
Yeah, even if you do like a very light edit, you're also gonna have to include a picture of Hermes' staff because not everyone's gonna get the reference.
Yeah, for sure.
And that marble you're talking about.
What do you want to say?
So, this is actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
So, using like a snake, like a way a snake moves as an analogy for like how knowledge and how like humans progress.
Yeah.
So, if you think about it, to bring it back to politics, but if you think about like a way a snake moves as the way our political climate goes, too far right,
too far
up,
left,
to too far left, down. It's super interesting to think. But there's a certain amount of that's necessary for movement, for peak movement, right? You need a way to move. But when a snake goes too far in one direction...
No, Gaetano said that. When I told this to Gaetano, he goes, if you have a 10-foot rope and you're trying to slither around an 8-foot fat pole, you're going to get 2 feet up.
Yeah.
So there has to be like a healthy
wiggle room.
Yeah.
But you need to stop it from wiggling too much because it will do that automatically.
Yeah, because you'll get... and you're screwed.
So it's pretty dangerous when political climates escalate
too high,
because while you may get more corruption when nobody really cares about politics because nobody's really looking at it, you would rather have more corruption, meaning less objective speed moving, than ridiculously long-reaching movements of like this snake analogy, I guess.
Yeah, so there's like some sort of homeostasis.
Yeah, right?
Can we define that, or we don't know how to yet?
Well, you need we'll just say like you need a certain amount of movement, in like the way that knowledge moves and the way the world is understood, but it's gotta be balanced.
So it seems to be like it's like
often hard
order,
to derive
good and evil. That's why it's symmetric.
Yeah. It's often hard to derive what is true. So deriving what is true often takes splits from the objective to the subjective, where we make assumptions and we make differing assumptions. And we have to work with those assumptions and keep separate until you can sort of come out the other end as a whole.
Yeah.
So that's like that's a very important part of knowledge moving, is this movement between objective and subjective.